So our convoy is still in progress. You would think it wouldn't take it over 6 months to get there,
Come on,
but
lad. No time like the present.
welcome to 1773. Yeah, it's no time like the present to drink these draining seconds.
Take the helm.
Away, oh, away. All right,
Double time,
take the
boy.
wheel.
It's time you learned.
All right.
Come on. She won't bite.
Sounds good.
You're connected. Half sail.
Alright, half sail.
Ah! The Aquila flies again. Do you feel it, lad?
Sure.
Set a course for Martha's Vineyard. We'll find our guns and officers there.
Sounds good.
She's a nimble vessel, but the faster she goes, the more cumbersome she grows. And the firmer your hand needs to be. Enjoy this stretch of open water before we come upon those shallows.
Sounds good.
Call for full sail if you like.
Oh, I definitely want to. I wish it would do the one angle, though, that it does for Black Flag when you go full sail, though.
Shifting. Stay alert, Connor. Gusty winds can be difficult to manage.
Yeah, I see that. Nope. It's like hard to keep it like turning in the one direction. Alright. Okay, the one's died down at least. Alright, now the winds are back in our favor.
Now, take us through these shallows.
Oh, I'll try.
Careful not to run up on them. The sandbars will slow us down, but the rocks will put a hole through a hull. And if you want to make a quick tack, call for half sail. She's more maneuverable then.
Sounds good. Alright. I think we should be good taking this. Ooh. Yep. Because we just need a... Okay. Full sail.
Find those other vessels. Hold your tack to keep your right of way.
Alright. And away we go. Slight adjustment. I think we're going to be clear there. Yeah, drop to half sail because we're a little close. Oh, good time for that wind. Oh yeah, we'll go this way. As now I'm trying to cut it this way. Alright. And I think we're in the clear. Oh, I believe we are. We're just kind of following this one ship. Oh, and we gotta go around here. Okay.
Cottages. We're close.
Ooh, nice. Okay. I mean, now we're gonna be sailing against the wind, but I guess that's fine. For now. Dock at the pier. I was about to say, yeah. I was about to say, just stop so that way we're not, like, don't want to do a full stop, but kind of drift on in. There we go.
Oh, hello, Miss Mandy. You're looking every bit as ravishing as I remember.
Ah!
After all these years, you sail all the way to the vineyard to pay me compliments?
Yes.
We are looking for David and Richard Clutterbuck.
Butterbuck.
Nice to see you, too.
It's... Dang.
Robert
So angry.
Faulkner. Where the hell you been?
Crying
Sorry for
in a
leaving
little
like
cove.
did,
I don't
lads,
know if
but
that's a
where I was
cove.
going, no one could
I guess
know.
that's a little sound.
You two working much?
No, between contracts at the moment.
Ah.
Well, we're looking for gunnery officers. What would you two say to working with me again?
We'd be for getting into a few more scraps.
Good show. The Aquila is a fine vessel. We're fitting all the guns as we speak.
Looks like your friend's about to catch a beating.
Oh.
Where is Charles Lee?
Wait, what is going on?
I don't much care for your tone.
Oh, it's church. And I don't know this
Hey,
guy.
You don't want to be doing that, Biddle.
Bobby Faulkner turned to wet nursing.
Nicholas Biddle,
Could
okay.
you finally realize you're a shite sailor?
Whoa, whoa,
Wow.
whoa, not in here, gentlemen. Better still, not at all. Bobby, take your friends and get out!
Let's go, boys. Our guns ought to be ready. Come on.
Nice. Alright. Of course we almost got into a fight immediately. Ooh, that's a lot of cannons. I like it. Look at all them cannons. Oh, there's so many on this. I think there's more on this than we had on the Jackdaw. Alright, time to take the wheel. Alright. Wheel recovered.
What the bloody hell was that about?
Look.
The older man is a Templar. Who was he with?
A Templar? The young buck was Nicholas Biddle. Nobody. Sails before the mast. Midshipman for the Crown.
Ah.
Guns ready?
Aye, but we won't jump in over our heads. We'll find a suitable target and show you how they work.
Ah.
We've fitted her with a modest amount of guns to start, but rest assured there's ample room to add more should you feel the need.
Oh, yeah. We definitely will. Alright.
Looks like a British frigate with half seas over. Should do nicely for a spotted target practice. Bring around broadside, and when all guns are on target, call fire.
Alright, how do I do this?
Round shot for a start.
Hold. Alright.
Well done, boy. Now, aim all guns at her bow and do as much damage as possible.
There we go.
Some old powder in there. Good. Now give the swivel guns a turn. More precise. Hit
Oh, okay.
those old powder barrels and light up the sky.
So, are you gonna tell me how I... Ah. Okay. Now if I want to like move where that's looking...
Not bad for a spot, Captain.
Ah yes, because I'm definitely the one that's doing all the aiming here.
Fast learner.
Provided something interests me.
Yeah.
Ah. Getting a taste for the open sea, are we?
Yeah.
We'll make a jack tar out of you yet. Now we should be getting back. The old man is like to have my hide for keeping you out so long.
Eh. Alright. Full sail! Alright. So yeah, that did a partial... Oh, okay, and then I can just like kind of use this to look around and kind of fire wherever. Oh!
Why is he shooting at us?
Destroying property of the crown, disturbing the king's peace, take your pick.
What do we do?
Naught else but to fight back. Sink the bastard.
Alright, how do we
Use the
brace?
swivels on him, Captain.
Should probably like brace a couple of times. Brace!
Stop her cold.
Alright. Brace! Oh. Oh. We did not take cover there. Race! Oh, did we not get shot? Alright. Race! Alright, come on, hurry up. Get that next objective. Race! There we go. That's done.
English frigate!
Oh, let's go.
Big twattles, another one. Where in the bloody hell did she come from?
I don't know, we'll find out though. Oh! Brace! Alright, guys. Brace! Brace! Okay, I think we're good. Oh, I had the wrong button. Oh, that's a brace moment. Come on, get that turned. There we go. Aha! I like this.
Carry on, sailor. Not bad for your first voyage, eh, boy? Now we
Jeez.
best be getting back at the old man will have
See,
my
and this was what a lot of people said was like the best part of this game. This is what made Black Flag a such a fun game, because that's most of the game right there, is just being a pirate and naval combat. That's like most of how you play Black Flag. It's all about the naval combat. Sure, you have like some assassinations and whatnot, but you're like, nah, naval. Sail the
I got 'em.
Sail the Caribbean,
All of
come
'em.
on.
You get what I need, and I'll give 'em to you.
Alright,
Simple.
hi peg
You
leg.
got a ship, could find 'em all to boot.
I
Who
see.
is that man?
Him? Some old salt's always on about letters he's got from Captain Kidd.
Yep.
Nonsense, really, but he doesn't hurt no one, so I'll leave him be. Talk to him if you fancy, but be warned he'll chew your ear off. Anyway, the Aquila's here for you. If you should get a pang for the open sea, we'll be waiting.
Got it.
Now, I implore you to head up the hill before the old man comes out of retirement just for me.
Okay, I got it. Alright.
3 weeks. And not even a goodbye before you left.
Oh, was it 3 weeks for that entire voyage?
Sorry.
Well, what are you waiting for?
Yep, more training. Oh. I get to wear that now?
Put them on.
Put them on, boy. Oh, there we go.
Once upon a time, we had a ceremony on such occasions. But I don't think either of us are really the type for that.
No.
You've your tools and training, your targets and goals. And now you have your title.
Thank you.
Welcome to the Brotherhood, Connor.
Woo! We're now an assassin, boys. Memory sequence synced. Sequence 5 complete. And away we go. Oh, we can now buy the flintlock. Oh, bringing booted back out again.
Welcome back, Desmond. You'll be happy to hear there's actually good news for once.
Oh?
Yeah?
I've managed to locate a power source,
Ooh.
and it's relatively close by. Up for a trip to Manhattan?
Is it safe to leave? Abstergo's gotta be looking for us.
Yeah.
Obviously it's not safe. Can't exactly sit around here hoping to get lucky though, can we? We need that power source. Besides, I'm sure you can cook up some way to hide our movements.
Maybe. The Templars have access to all kinds of satellites and camera systems. We'll need to find a way to mask our digital signature. I
Ah.
could probably camouflage the van, too. But there's not much I can do for us.
That's an easy one.
Yeah. Just put on a hood. This Desmond looks kind of whack, but okay.
Local utility companies have assured the public that they're completely prepared for the upcoming solar maximum.
Yep.
Disruptions to service are expected to be minimal.
Yeah.
If only they knew.
The events leading up to
What's
the end,
this?
the quote-unquote end of the world.
Remote-operated camera. It'll provide us with a feed while you're on mission.
Ah.
This will let us talk to each other.
We're almost there, so listen up.
Okay.
The artifact is in an office penthouse in Lower Manhattan. At this time of night, direct infiltration is going to get you noticed. I think we're better off having you drop in from above.
Ah.
What do you mean, above?
Well, here you go. He's just like, are you joking? You know, I realized they made his face like longer, I guess, and I think that's why I don't like
You hear me?
Desmond, how he looks in this one.
Testing. 1, 2, 3.
Yep, read you just fine. Now why don't you power up the camera?
Yep.
I've got pictures. Running diagnostics.
Yeah, that's a kind of bad picture if you ask me, but okay.
Perfect. I've got a nice strong signal.
I wouldn't say that's a strong signal, but okay. Alright. Now we're actually doing work as Desmond. And it actually, like, I think, yeah, so I did this at one point. I don't remember it that well, but I do remember it happened. Alright. I'm assuming we've got to climb up. Yeah, see now, like, I think this is the game where they started adding things that weren't necessarily straight. Or, like, very rectangular ways of moving about. Because as you can see, like, we have the trees.
Oh, that's hold still. It's a lovely view.
Seriously, Sean? Fuck you.
Come on, Desmond. Pull yourself up. You can do it. There you go. Oh, you can't climb up that way? Ah. Oh, are we still going up? No, I guess we are. I don't know why you had to go up that way and not the other way, but okay. And if we climb... You have to admit, like... Sure, there's not a lot to really look... Ooh. Ooh. Okay. Let's kind of look around here. Alright, yeah, it's mostly over there where we have a lot more of the openness. Alright. Oh, look at all them cars down there, too. Very poorly rendered, but you can definitely tell, like, oh, those are cars. Okay, I thought we were, like, literally pulling on the cables there for a second. I also like this weird put your hands on and climb thing.
Jesus.
Look on the bright side. No security to worry about.
And on the not so bright side, the slightest misstep means you're effectively tased.
Yes.
Shut up, Sean.
And you probably have about, like, a good, like, few seconds to think about the fact that, oh, I messed up. You know. It's really the worst part about falling is you know you're dead and there's nothing you can do. You know what I mean? Like, are we not going that way? Where are we going? Ah. I was like, hold up, where are we going? Oh, so is it safe to just, like, leave that hanging there like that?
Almost there, Desmond. Once you reach the top of the lit-up crane, you should be high enough to make the jump.
Should?
It'll be fine, don't worry.
I like it.
Well, you might want to worry a little. I'm pretty sure she was high when she was running the numbers.
Oh,
Joke. It was a joke.
or was it?
Or was it?
Yeah, you'd think someone would like maybe be like, "Hey, something seems off about that." Who am I to judge? All right, up to the top we go.
Jump when you're ready, but wait for my signal to open the chute. Timing's really important here. Too soon or too late, and you'll miss the building.
I mean, obviously too late. Why too soon?
Now, open your...
She said now. Oh, I guess because like then we'll be gliding for longer. Oh yeah, because I guess we don't have the control to go down. It's just left or right. Hey, we have a second shoot, right? No? Okay. I was about to say, how are we supposed to get out? Like what, just walk out the front door? That's the plan here. Oh, it's the key.
That wasn't so bad.
Yeah, waiting for the alarm.
You
Oh!
must be Desmond. Not exactly what I expected.
I don't remember you.
But I guess you're.
But hi, Daniel
doesn't
Cross.
have many options these days.
Who are you?
Ask your father.
Oh.
He'll give me that.
I don't think so.
Look, I'm not supposed to kill you, but the boss man didn't say anything about fucking you up.
Well then.
You got to the counter.
Why did he not like try to swing or anything when he first grabbed the gun? Yeah, how did we get out?
So who the hell is Daniel Cross?
How did you know his
Believe it or
name?
not, he used to be an assassin. The assassin, the way I've heard it told, but it turned out he was a sleeper agent for Abstergo, programmed to infiltrate and destroy the organization.
How did
I
they know
see.
you were there? We could be compromised.
They must have caught me snooping inside their network and sent Cross to see what we were after. If they were aware of our current location, we'd know. Though, I will say this. Doesn't bode very well for future expeditions.
Probably correct.
I've set up some cameras topside. If anyone shows up, we'll see it.
I'd suggest you
Sounds
go see
good.
about finding a socket for that power source. Or we can return to Connor if you prefer. All the artifacts in the world won't mean a thing without the key.
True. I mean, let's go talk to people. Yeah, we'll save Connor for last for a bit.
I know everyone thinks I'm being silly, but I can't shake the feeling we're being watched.
We are.
Why did it look like your
by
neck was
Juno.
broken there?
Or some version of her.
Do you think it's a recording? Or is she a ghost? Or something else?
Something else, I'm
Is she
assuming.
talking to us the way Minerva talked to Ezio?
No clue.
Kind of. I
Wait,
feel
who
like.
knows what else they were working on down here? There's still so many rooms we don't have access to.
Yet.
But do you think she's like literally down here, waiting somewhere, still alive?
Possibly.
That's mental. That means she'd be at least 75, 80,000 years old? Oh, powerful, yeah, but not that powerful.
Are you sure about that? And also, why
They
is it
came down
I'm
here
saying
looking
that?
for a way to survive. Maybe they found one.
I mean, possible.
Was it weird seeing Cross?
A little bit.
What do you mean?
I had no idea
It's
who he
different
was.
For you. You don't know about what happened, I guess. For a long time, he was important to us. He was a different person.
Ah.
Sean said he was a sleeper agent. Like Lucy.
Yep.
It was different. She made a choice, but Cross, if you read the files, Abstergo just... They did terrible things to him.
Oh?
Rebecca?
You're lucky. We all are. We have people who care about us, who look out for us. He was all alone, and the people he thought he could trust, they used him.
Oh no.
Did you know him?
No, but I knew Hannah.
Who's Hannah?
Who's that?
She tried to help him. She trusted him. But there was a raid about a year ago.
Oh.
She stayed behind so the others could escape. Tried to reason
Oh,
with him
was
to see
that
if she could fix
the Denver
things.
raid?
Well, what happened?
What do you think happened? He killed her. That's what he does. That's all he knows how to do. Sometimes it seems like that's all any of us know how to do.
Rebecca.
I just want to be alone right now.
Alright. We'll do then. Where'd her dad run off to? There he is. I like how it's like, where'd her dad run off to?
Son?
Yes.
I owe you an apology.
Damn right.
I shouldn't have lashed out like that. You have to understand, I've never been very good at this.
Yep.
Never mind that we live rather extraordinary lives.
Yes.
Yeah, I kinda liked my ordinary one.
You can't escape who you are, Desmond.
Oh?
So I've noticed.
Look, it's silly for us to go back and forth like this. I admit, I did a shitty job raising you. I apologize, I'm sorry. But it's
There we
important to
go.
understand it didn't come from a bad place. You're my son. I love you. I guess I was so busy trying to make sure nothing bad happened, I didn't consider the consequences.
Ah.
Truce.
Sure.
I can't believe it's taken me so long to ask, but... How's Mom? She's not...
No. Your mother
Yep.
is fine.
Ah, good.
We decided it was safer if we split up for this job.
I see.
Always assuming the worst.
For good reason.
Yeah,
Can I at least say hi to her?
I'm sorry, it's too risky. Maybe when we're done.
okay.
Right. When we're done.
Anything else? Dad, where are you taking me?
Have we ever tried to make peace with the Templars?
Throughout our history, there have been moments.
Ah.
Several, in fact. But it's impossible. There are existential differences.
Yep.
Insurmountable.
Well, yeah.
If there were to be unity, it wouldn't be a truce so much as a submission.
But knowing what's about to happen, wouldn't it make sense to try and talk to Vidic? Come to an arrangement, even if it's only temporary?
We'd all be so busy watching our backs, nothing would get accomplished. Imagine that. We're more productive at war.
Well, have we ever tried sending in someone? Doing to them what they did to us with Lucy? Or Cross?
Yeah.
We have, and it's never worked. We've sent people who were either too weak and found themselves turned, or too strong and were unable to carry out the charade.
Ah.
I just feel like we all want the same thing.
We use the same words, but that's all they are, words.
Yeah.
In the end, it all comes down to freedom. We seek it, they detest it. And so there's never an end to the fight. Not until one side is completely gone.
I mean, yeah.
Is that even possible?
Probably not. Our two groups have existed in one form or another since, well, since forever. But things can be better than they are. And that's something.
Interesting.
Did you look for me, Dad? When I was gone?
Every day.
Why do I feel like that's kind of
Come
a lie?
on.
I mean it. Every night I'd look, searching for your name or variations of it, hoping you'd slip up. Abstergo only found you first because they had better access.
Yeah.
A few more days and it would have been me.
Well, I'm here now.
And I'm glad.
Do you think Lucy regretted
Oh gosh, yeah, we have a lot of dialogue to go over with William.
I used to think I knew her well, but clearly that wasn't the case. So I really can't give you an honest answer.
She seemed so sincere, though. Like she really wanted to make a difference.
Yes, well, when I first met him, I thought the same thing about Cross.
It just keeps happening over and over again.
What does?
Everything.
Don't get weird on me, Desmond.
No, it's fine. I'm fine. Don't worry.
All right, then. You should think about getting back in the Animus. We've got to find that key.
All right.
We should probably get back to Connor.
1 second. Let's talk to Sean then. Oh, Shawnee boy. Also, I need to find out where this goes. Hey, Sean.
Ah, Desmond, there you are. Can I ask a favor?
Maybe.
When
Yeah.
this is all over, I'd like to try turning the dial back on the Animus.
Oh.
Like, all the way back. To the time of the first civilization.
You think it would work?
There was no real loss of fidelity when you visited Altair. Then again, that was about 1,000 years ago, and I'm looking at going back at least 70,000 more.
True.
Sure, I'd be up for it. It'd be interesting to see what things were like back then.
Excellent. I think it would prove most enlightening.
I mean, it would be an interesting thing to do.
This is how it started.
What are you up to?
Just brushing up on my American history. I say history. They certainly teach you strange things in the States.
Like what?
Well, for all the talk of this being a revolutionary war, it was a civil one.
Oh,
well, not
yeah.
that kind of civil. I mean, there was no America versus Britain. It was Brit on Brit action. And you can clearly see how the whole thing got started. One war gave birth to the other.
You mean the 7 Years' War?
Exactly. Seems the Crown overspent in its attempt to keep the French out. Well, a great deal of debt. Believing that the colonists should help to shoulder the burden, new taxes were created. It was a reasonable request, even if Parliament was rather, well, undiplomatic about it.
Yeah.
Well, it's not really fair to tax people for a war they didn't want any part of.
What? Didn't want any part of? Did you not notice George Washington with Edward Braddock? He was right there in the middle of it. So here you have the Crown spending who knows how much money to secure a place for the colonists to thrive, and then, when they ask for a little bit of help... Right, look, think of it this way. King George and the colonists, they all go out to dinner, right? And when the bill comes, George asks for them to kick in and pay their share. Fair enough. Now keep in mind, he's been taking them out to dinner, gratis, for decades now. But the colonists, oh no, they insist they only had a glass of water and a side salad. Never mind the table's full of half-eaten food and empty bottles of wine. Now when the king points this out, what do the colonists do? Oh, they flip the table over and they storm out the restaurant. Probably intending to return later and burn it down.
You left out the part where the king pointed a gun at the colonists and asked them to cover dinner for everyone in the restaurant.
Right, yeah, interesting take. If he pulled out a gun, and I'm not sure he did, it would only have been after the 100th failed attempt at getting them to pay their fair share.
But how do you define someone's fair share?
Oh, well, with a war, apparently. I wonder how many other places like this exist.
Oh, too many
There
more.
are dozens of them.
That was actually
all
an
over the world.
interesting view of
Somehow no one's ever found one before.
an interesting
I
thing
don't
being an
think
American,
that's
seeing the
true.
British view on the
When I
Revolutionary
was
War.
at Abstergo, Vidic talked about silencing discoveries made by non-Templars. And I'm sure Abstergo has dug up plenty.
The things they must know.
Regretting throwing in with us?
No. Just looking forward to when we can finally trounce those bastards so I can dive into their archives.
I like that.
Oh, I think I found a lead on another power source.
Oh?
Later, Desmond. I'm in the middle of something very important right now. Just, that's a rule. Just follow that as a rule.
Okay. I don't know where this goes though, so yeah. Yeah, not sure where that's gonna go. So let's go read the emails. Run out all the way back over here. Oh, and then this, I assume where we can go to replay, yeah. The modern day missions. Sean is really getting on my nerves. You'd think with everything that's going on, the guy would stop being such a douche. Maybe he thinks it's funny. Maybe it's part of his snarky British charm. Or maybe it's how he deals with stress. Whatever it is, it's getting old real fast. We've got enough to worry about, end of the world and everything. You'd think he'd show a little restraint or maturity or something. Sorry, not like you need to hear me venting. You've got enough on your plate. Please don't say anything to him, though. Desmond Miles, disappointed. Wait, Desmond sent this. Oh, no, it's to us. Say D Miles when it's from William. Okay, whatever. In case you haven't noticed, we're knee deep in the shit here. In case this might not be your idea of a good time, it isn't anyone's idea of a good time. Picking fights isn't going to get our work finished any faster, so I suggest you stick to the mission. The sooner we're through the door, the sooner we can get back to our lives. Or, in your case, the lack of one, Dad. Wow! Sean, your father. William's not the most diplomatic man, I'll give you that, but he cares about you very much. When you were under during the whole bit with 16, he never left your side. He even slept in the same room when we put down for the night. Anyway, don't mean to be a busybody. Just didn't want you to stay sore with him. Not too sore anyway. That man means well, even if he's got an odd way of showing it. Yep. Sean, more database entries. Just a quick heads up that I've pushed in a new batch of entries focused on the... I don't know how to pronounce that. In order to ensure accuracy, I've actually turned to a friend on the outside. Don't worry. Thinks it's worth presentation, so we're in no danger of being discovered. You'll find a new section under the database labeled Surprise Prized, that name that I can't pronounce, has information on their political and social structures, as well as some notes about their material culture. Connor sees Sweden. Interesting. The sphere used by Connor during his sphere journey is clearly for civilization in origin. It appears to function as some sort of temporal calculator. It's essentially a crystal ball, but one that actually works. It can't be coincidental, which begs the question, are there others out there? Garbled text that then says hello. That's some bit that I can't read. It works, it should hardly be surprised electrical impulses move from one pathway to another. You call them networks. Our word for them was more akin to road. It is yet difficult to project a thought from one medium to another, and yet it works. Oh, I think we're getting messages from Juno now. Hatham's Blades. I've been doing some digging on Hatham's Blades. Still not 100% sure where they came from. My initial instincts, he started out as an assassin. I believe his father was one, in fact, but it appears he was a Templar from pretty early on. Maybe he took them from someone. It's happened before, and they're quite handy. I'm surprised more Templars haven't put them to use. Pretty easy to build a pair if you know what you're doing. Improvements. I found a better way to control the impulses, to formulate a thought and transmit it to add a sense of structure, a sense of order. You fear order. You're kind. The gentle hand tends to flock. It is a kindness, not a cruelty. I wonder, will you ever understand? Your enemies do, in their own way, but they share your base heritage. Their concept is flawed. They are not worthy. You have all proved unworthy of our gifts. Juno. Looks like Juno's really taking a shine to you. I suggest you don't engage her. There isn't time to go down that rabbit hole. It's sure to prove a bad end besides. This whole experience is actually that final door. Salvation was it? But for us, who knows? Here we sit, working towards something we know next to nothing about. It's our only chance. So there's that, I suppose. Forward from Sean. Leave him alone. You should not meddle in affairs that do not concern you. Sean responded with, "Someone doesn't like me." All these Juno. Is that? Yeah, that's from Juno. Oh, that's probably what that bit code stands for. Cause yeah, it's every 8. And if you know the letters, but all these Juno visits and emails too apparently have got me thinking. What happened to Tania and Minerva? They're the ones who invited us to this little apocalypse party. Now they've gone and buggered off. A little inconvenient, not to mention rude. I'll try and poke around later. See if there's not some sign of what happened to them. Alright. And then with that, it's getting a little late over here, so I'm gonna call it there. Thank you guys so much for watching. Hope you enjoyed, and I will see you all next time. Later.